I'm Jane.
I'm Ann.
And we are talking today not about a recipe in our book, per se, actually. We are talking about something that happens with all of us, and that is snacking. We don't snack too much because we eat a huge amount at meals, but when snacking happens, let's just talk about what we have. When we're seeking a snack, we need a little something because dinner's later. We need a little something because suddenly lunch seems too far away.
I must just interrupt in one sense. I try very hard not to snack at all because my problem is I have no turn-off clue as to when the snack is enough.
No kill switch.
No kill switch.
All right, well, one thing that I love is actually, I love oranges. I'll peel them, but if I slice them, my kids will eat them in a hot second. They'll say, are there any more oranges? If they're sliced, slice the orange. It took me maybe, I don't know, what was that 10, 8, 12 seconds? And I truly love whole fruit. Individually packaged, wrapped, ready to go, single serving, can't beat it with a stick. It's amazing.
My husband loves to take apples, but I keep them in the refrigerator and he likes them warm. So the other day, he put it in the microwave. And then
Daddy microwaved
no, just for 30 seconds. Wait a minute. And then our youngest son Zeb and his wife Polly love to take apples and slice them in really thin slices like this. And you do this for a whole apple, and suddenly you have so much of a snack that it's overwhelming. But if the apple is warm, it's a little like eating apple pie.
Mine's cold here and warm here.
Well, it's a little like having apple pie. It totally gives the apple an enhanced flavor.
This is good.
It's surprisingly delicious.
That's great.
And one other quick snack, that if I am doing something and I have some leftover hummus, like I do here in this Engine 2, I will take some balsamic vinegar, which I love, and put it right in here.
Oh.
And then I will take maybe a red pepper and then have a little red pepper and this. Fabulous.
So other vegetables that we love to dip into this sort of thing. I didn't know she was going to put her vinegar, acid queen, into the hummus. I love baby carrots. I'll eat a whole bag if I'm driving somewhere. I like to pick up a kid from college and I just have time alone. I'll work through a whole bag in no time dipped into hummus. These little, I think they're called Persian cucumbers. So crispy, so small, I can eat through just a 6-pack in no time.
Engine 2 crackers are also good with my dip.
Something that I love when I go to the grocery store, and if I need a little something to get me home, I'll get a pop-top can of Hearts of Palm. I'll take my water bottle in the car, squirt it in here, and then rinse it out the window as I'm driving home. And then I feel like I'm like a smoker or something. And I'll just be like, on the way home, like, I'll eat Hearts of Palm. I'll eat a whole can, no problem, on the way home. Come home, recycle the can.
One of the delicious things to do with Hearts of Palm is to chop them up and have them on top of rice and beans, too.
Or just eat them out of a can. Vape them. All right, my husband is a professional snacker of sorts. So I'm going to invite him in.
It's
Brian.
amazing what Brian can work together.
This is all Brian's stuff.
Thank you for welcoming me aboard. I'm more of a traditional snacker.
We talk about our beets too, by the way.
Yeah, I'm more of a traditional snacker. I mean, I'm a multi-generational snacker. Everyone in my family is a snacker. My brother and I were huge fans growing up of pretzels dipped in cream cheese, pretzels dipped in sour cream.
Now, where are you from?
From Philadelphia, so we're big pretzel people. So I just wanted to go over some basics of how, as a whole food plant-based eater, how I get through the day. Because I'm a big snacker, I'm a runner and an endurance athlete, and so I find that between meals I can get really hungry and at times hangry. So here are some basics that I just wanted to point out. First of all, if you've ever seen Uncle Jerry's pretzels, these things are amazing. If you're a pretzel person, I love pretzels, but of course, most pretzels are made of white flour. And so Uncle Jerry, you can order them and they sell them on Amazon, or you can order them directly from Uncle Jerry. But if you look at the ingredients, whole wheat flour, sourdough well water, yeast, soda, and surface salt.
And Brian, I know Brian's a salt person. but you can also get these unsalted, which is like amazing.
Now the thing is, they definitely, I would suggest, just as all pretzels need, they need some sort of lubricant, some sort of something to dip them in. And so, of course, we've got our Philly Pretzel Factory spicy brown mustard, all kinds of different amazing mustards. Also hummus, various hummuses, hummi, if you call them hummuses, that you can dip them in. A really basic hummus recipe is just to throw a bunch of black beans in a food processor and just zip them up, and maybe if you throw like a few walnuts in there, if you want a little bit of that like fat satisfaction on your tongue.
Plant strong, not plant perfect.
That's plant strong, but not plant perfect. Otherwise, you can just season as you wish. Now, here are some other. So I'm sure many people have seen Mary's Gone crackers. These are totally safe, oil-free crackers. And these things are amazing, and I'm looking at the ingredients here. You know, it's all the stuff that's all okay for us to eat. And they're a little bit expensive, but that's okay. But here's my most recent discovery, which was a life changer for me, is whole wheat matzah. And so you have to go to the ethnic food part of like at our local Giant Eagle. Usually it'll be in the ethnic food section or near where they have the sort of often the Latin American, Mexican foods, and you'll find your little slice of things that are more, unless it's during the Jewish holiday. So anyway, amazing. If anybody can guess what's in here, name the 3 ingredients.
I know.
Whole wheat flour, water, and salt.
That's it, except no salt. Just whole wheat flour and water. So
There's 3.
Oh, sorry, I misled you there. It's only 2. Oh, and also, in case you're allergic to wheat, it does contain wheat. So these things are amazing. They're just these shingles, and you just can dip them in everything. I'm a cruncher. I want things to crunch when I'm snacking, and these things are amazing.
If matzah's not yours, though, this is a good option.
Yep, wassa breads.
Similar.
Wassa breads are great. Pretty much every store I've ever been in
crackers.
carries these, and of course Engine 2 makes a brand of cracker. I definitely prefer the ones with the triple seed. Those are my favorite because they have some excellent tastes there.
I forgot to talk about my beets that I love, and we like to have beets around our house for lots of reasons, because A, we love beets, but also beets are one of the great things that help your endothelial cells expand. Good for all the athletic performance going on around with our kids and some of us. But these are the naked version of these beet chips. They are made with just beets. And look at these things. Ready for here's some crunch? It's amazing. They're just beets. And they're fantastic. I will finish crunching that. But
last thing in the cracker sort of crunch zone is these wild rice, organic rice. Lundberg makes a great mix. I'm sure you've seen lots of different brands, but I especially like the wild rice ones. They have a little bit of a different taste, a little more exciting than your standard sort of bland rice cake. You can dip them. You can put all kinds of different things on them. Actually, when Jane and I used to work for an outdoor education organization, we used to take
Outward Bound.
We used to take things like this into the field with mustard and ginger. Yeah, we used to put mustard and ginger on them.
And we could
as a
carry the
snack.
ginger root around in the wilderness with us, and we would just shave off some ginger on top of our mustard for a little flavorful moment.
And last but not least, I love popcorn. And of course, as you all know, popcorn is usually people cook it in oil, and any of the stuff. I don't think there's a company out there that makes a healthy popcorn. There probably is. I just don't know about it in terms of microwave popcorn. And so, if I can suggest it, I think this thing was maybe under $20 at Target. It's just a classic air popper. But of course, we know the challenges with air poppers is that there's often not much flavor, and things that you put on the popcorn don't stick to it. So, what you got to do, you got your popcorn. What we use is there's this stuff called Bragg's amino acids, and all this is a soy base. It's like soy sauce essentially, or tamari, and you just spritz it on there.
This comes with that little spray, which is amazing.
The spritzer comes on it, and then you can sprinkle on there whatever you want. Now, garlic powder, we like garlic powder. Nutritional yeast gives it a buttery taste.
We love that stuff.
I've used a variety of different things. Even if you want to get spicy, there's all kinds of different rubs to put on there. Just be careful of salt content of some of these things, if for some of you who are managing your salt. But this is called Red Dog Rub. It's a little bit spicy, and there's a lot of things you can do and put on top there. So, a little bit of nutritional yeast. Little garlic powder, garlic salt we tend to try to avoid because of all the salt, but and because the amino acids does have a very salty taste, so you don't want to over salt them. And then you can kind of do this, give it a little toss, And if it seems like it's a little dry at the bottom, just keep spritzing, and then
the moisture from that spray helps the nutritional yeast cling.
Sticks to the popcorn, so you don't have all your nutritional yeast stuck at the bottom. And that's snacking life here.
The other night, we were having some of this, and our daughter, we were finished the bowl, and she's at the end. She was just having her fingers in the nutritional yeast mixed with the garlic salt or the garlic
Nutritional yeast
powder and the amino acids, and she was like, I could just eat this stuff all night long. It was so great to hear her say that.
Well, actually, last night I arrived after my husband and Brian had been watching the Browns game, and Brian had made popcorn, and all that was left were the little not cooked kernels in the bottom, and they were actually rather good, just a little tough on the teeth.
Okay, well.
Did you want to mention your Uncle Jerry code?
Oh, yeah, well, if you're watching this and it happens to be before January 31st, 2019, write Jane YT, Jane YouTube, and you'll get a 20% off on your next order of Uncle Jerry's pretzels.
Directly ordered from them, I'm assuming.
From UncleJerry's.com,
Yeah.
Well, happy snacking, everybody, and rah-rah, go-go with plants, with crackers, with popcorn, with gusto.
Brian's popcorn.
All right,
Woo-hoo.
thank you. Bye.